Hello, YouTube. This is Keith, Kevin, Ken. I'm Kevin, and it's time again. Yep. Our daily pocket dump deconstruction. What you're looking at is what I'm carrying today in my pockets. I just put them out on my desk. I took a photo of them, and then I sent it to Instagram just 7 minutes ago. Turned my iPhone 6S Plus from photo to video, and now I'm ready to shoot the deconstruction. How about you? You ready to do this? Every single day, what we do is a deconstruction. We look at the Instagram picture that I post at Keith Kevin Ken. That's the Instagram address if you'd like to follow me. And then we take it apart, talk about it, and play with some knives. It is Friday, April 29th, 2016. It's still chilly. We haven't even gotten up to, I don't think we're going to get up to 50 degrees today. And that's after last week with 70s and 80s. Next week, 70s again. Anyway, I know you guys might not be watching this Friday, April 29th, but I give a date just to prove that we do this every single day. But welcome if it's your first time. If you like this video, thumb it up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get 500 subscribers, and when we do, I promise to put my big Pelican case, well, not the big one, but the most expensive up on the table, and we'll go through it. All right, let's get doing this thing, okay? My watch today, by the way, TGIF, thank goodness it's Friday. My watch is the Rolex Datejust. I have some meetings today. By the way, there is a bad place in hell for people who set up meetings on Fridays. I'm just saying. Sometimes I want to set up a meeting on a Friday and I go, it's Friday. Other people don't do that. Just saying. Anyway, that's the Rolex Datejust that I really like. Hey, I'm happy it's Friday, and that's why I picked a Cohiba, especially my Medora Cohiba, that dark leaf Cohiba. Oh, talk about a nice, strong, chocolatey taste. That's the Cohiba Medora. I'm going to celebrate the day. As you can see, I sound like I've already started nipping and celebrating on the vodka that I have in here. I haven't, not yet. I'm just happy it's Friday. That is vodka that's going into the flask. One of my old Coach wallets. Almost everything I have is old. You notice that? Even I'm old. And the lucky coin for today is, this is the first Australian koala coin. That Cuddly Bear, that's the 2007 Australian Koala Bear coin. They now do one every single year. And that's for good luck. Okay, let's do this real quick because I haven't done it in a while and I know everyone doesn't watch every video. So let me answer the most commonly asked questions either on Instagram and here, and then we'll talk about the knives, okay? Keith, Kevin, Ken, the reason that's a name, the reason that's a thing, is that my older brother is Keith, my younger brother is Ken, Keke. We're all just 2 years apart. So growing up, even in the neighborhood, we walk down and go, "Hey, Keith, Kevin, Ken. Hey, Ken, Kevin, Keith." And we just learned how to say "hey" to whatever combination they picked. Even our parents, especially my mother or father, especially when they were mad, would go, "Keith, Kevin, Ken," and we'd answer. So that's why I named my YouTube and my Instagram Keith, Kevin, Ken. And at some point, I'm going to open up a blog as well so we can get deeper into man stuff when I get some time. I do that in tribute, loving tribute to my brothers. So that's one thing. The other thing is I always carry three knives, and the real philosophical reason is I got a bunch of knives and I like to carry three. One is always a keychain knife, a small keychain knife. The medium knife is usually a showy kind of gentleman's folder, and then the larger knife. Today is a lighter carry. a real lighter carry. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about some of the knives that got away. Anyway, let's talk. Let's go. I hope that answers some of the oftenly asked questions. My keychain knife is the Spyderco Tag knife. This is the blacked out version. Spyderco worked with Serge Pachenko to put together a mass-produced version of his tag knives, his custom tag knives. Tag is because it's the size of a tag, a dog tag. You can wear it around your neck. I put my silver loop through it, and it's a keychain. I always just carry a silver loop with 3 keys, and so every single day I have a special keychain because I hook up a special knife to it. I love these tag knives. You see them often. I love Serge Pachenko as a custom designer, and of course I'm a huge Spyderco fan. What I like about this is its quality. It's small, really small, doesn't threaten anyone when I pull it out. It's a slip joint, does not lock. You hear it click, but that's just the spring keeping it in place. But you know, you stick a part of your finger through it and it really is stiff. You're not chopping down trees with this. It's really sturdy, very strong. S30V steel, hello. All titanium. This is the blacked out version, so of course it's all black, stealthy. I really, really like the tag knives. The two, Spyderco and Serge Pachenko, teamed up with 3 different ones. The first one was a multicolor titanium tag knife. Then the blackout came, and then the third one was a carbon fiber knife. I like them all. I have them all. I carry them all. This is the keychain knife. It's the Serge Pachenko Spyderco collaboration. I really wanted to go light today. I have to tell you one reason, man, I've been thinking about light, which means really 2 medium-sized knives, one kind of close to it. Because I had that heavy carry, I have to bring in this. I'm sorry. It's still on the table because I'm going to do a separate review of it. This is the brand new Spyderco Patata. And can I just tell you, I love the ethnic series. I love what it stands for, where Spyderco looks at all the history. Yeah, this is a random side thing. This is what I do in the morning. Sorry about that. I'll get back to the carry in a few minutes. The reason I'm talking, I love the ethnic series. There's a bunch of knives. I'll do a special series on them. There's so many knives. I like it because Spyderco gets these older genius knife designers and makers to research a knife, an international knife that's been around for centuries, and then bring it to life as a folder using today's materials. I just love the concept of it. The knives, because they're traditional, come up with wonderful shapes and sizes and just wonderful. I love that as a mini collection for Spyderco. I believe I have every single one of them that they've done over the years. So of course, when they came out with the brand new Patata, this is 2016, so it's brand new, and I got it in, I went, okay, I love playing with them. I love how they look. Some of them are not as practical as others. I carried this yesterday, and as I said, it was so smooth. It's about as big as a Endura. It's so thin, the smooth things. The only reason I broke this up is it's been on my desk the whole time. I use it as an excuse. I'm going to do another video, but oh man, I love it. This knife, I have over 450 Spydercos. This knife has just jumped up into my top 10 knives. It may be the top 10 knives of all of my knives. I really love it. Man, it's so smooth. That's right out of the box. Oh, Spyderco hit this right out. Sal Glasser, the founder of Spyderco, that's his mark. He's the one that created it. I just love it. Italian company worked with Spyderco to put it together. This is from Island, an Italian island. Oh, I just love it. It's the Patata. Check it out. I know ethnic series drives people crazy. Look at that clip. But check it out. If you want more about all the stuff about this, check out yesterday's Pocket Dump Deconstruction. It's on the playlist. Sorry I broke in. Hey, look, you're friends of mine. We talk every single day for some of you. And I just had to tell you, I'm excited about that knife. I get excited about a lot of knives, but it's rare that I just say, hey, it just broke into the top 10. Spyderco has a couple of knives already this year, 2016, that have jumped into my top 15 at least. Epic year, epic year. Didn't expect the Ethnic Series knife to throw me into a tizzy. I love it. Anyway, let's get back. That's the tag knife. Sorry, you guys, and trust me, that's not a Spyderco commercial, even though I guess it could have been. I just love that knife. Okay, we're moving on. I apologize. The medium knife that I have, I'll tell you, a lot of knives, a lot of times I go with my carry, and I've been pulling these two out and just putting them on the desk. And I've been wanting to carry them, and I put these side to side, and I tell you, I fell in love with this connection, this combination, not connection, combination. I really, the Sage series, the Chaparral series, whenever I talk about the Chaparral series, I always say it's the stepbrother of the Sage series. Smaller series of knives, the Sage being so popular with everyone. In this case, this is the last of the Chaparral series. I'm sure they'll get more of them. I call it Chaparral 4. I've noticed that Spyderco actually doesn't number them, but this is the fourth one. It followed the third one. The third one, this one right here, was the stepped titanium version of the Sage. These are wonderful gentleman folders. All titanium. So they have four of them. They have a titanium one. Well, first they start with a carbon. I'm all mixed up. I'm sorry. There are four of them. There's a carbon fiber version, which I'll talk about in the knife that got away. There is a titanium version that has a nice diamond pattern. That's Sage II, all titanium. Then they have this titanium with real stepped up pattern. You can feel it going through. It's just so well done. Oh, so well done. And then they have the one that I'm carrying today. And this one is the blued stepped up, which means it's the same stepped up, except they put it through again and put in the blue. Looks like a completely different pattern, doesn't it? All of the Chaparrals have the exact same footprint. It has that strong Spyderco backlock. So it's very sturdy. Very thin. Look at it. Very thin. It is enclosed because of that backlock. All titanium. This one, oh man, I can't believe that this isn't a sprint run, a limited edition. It's so beautiful. It really is. The choil is right there. Given that this is a smaller knife, it's really nice. The Chaparral, 2.8 inches, which means it makes it legal in most places because it's under that 3-inch. A little less than 2.8 inches. It has that Spyderco leaf blade, just like you know who, the Sage. Oh, man. They have the carbon steel, CTS XHP, which means it can take a beating and still keep an edge. CTS XHP steel. I love that choil, that 50-50 choil. I love how Spyderco doesn't just use a bunch of blade, uses that handle too. My fat Michelin Man hands, it just feels nice. It looks nice. It's nice and thin. It's all titanium. Has great materials. Oh, I love this series. I have all four of the knives. I already gave you the hint of one of the knives that got away. This is going to be my carry. I wanted to show you how just adding that wonderful blue made that pattern so different. Ugh, ugh, ugh. And then, of course, my large or large medium knife, just a classic. Just a classic, plain and simple. It's the Sage II, folks. Ah. Unlike the Sage, the Chaparral isn't there honoring knife makers. All of them have the back lock, the exact same profile, but they are wonderful. They're thin, they're wonderful. The Sage is that classic series from Spyderco. I love each and every one of the 4 Sages. They all represent a wonderful knife maker who created a lock that a lot of us still use today. In this case, this is the all-tie Sage II, and guess who they celebrate? Yep, Chris Reeve and his integral frame lock. That's why it's all tie. Oh man, the shape of this is so great, that classic Spyderco leaf shape. Yep, has my wonderful wire. So does the Chaparral, that wire clip, which is so great. It really is great. No matter what knife it's on. I told you that big Patata, and it has the same clip. Oh, it fit my work clothes so great, my work pants. I really love that. Same here. It's just a perfect knife. Wonderful EDC knife. Wonderful EDC knife. 3-inch blade, just a little over 3 or exactly 3-inch blade on the Sage II. And I'll tell you, this Sage II is on many folks' top 5 list. It's definitely on my top 10. Oh man, it's just wonderful. I'm sure that Chris Reeve is honored to be on one of the Sage series, but also I think Chris Reeve would be honored to have this knife because it just reminds me of the Sabenza, Spyderco Sabenza, with all of that tie. Sage, S-A-G-E, as in a sage knife maker who comes up with wonderful locks. Each of these celebrate a different maker who created a different lock. That is my carry for the day. Real nice small carry. Medium knife to Chaparral 4. I'll call it the Chaparral 4. It's really the Chaparral Blue titanium, stepped titanium. I have my Spyderco and Serge Pachenko Tag, blacked out version with that S30V style blade. It is a slip joint. And the Sage II, one of the most popular Sages and definitely one of the most popular Spydercos as well. If you haven't checked out the Sage series, do so as soon as possible, especially the Sage II. There you have it, folks. That right there makes up my pocket carry and the pocket dump. And this is just for example. Take that out. And all of this is what I carried in my pockets. It also made up the picture that I had on Instagram. But you know what? This ain't Instagram. No, it's the Keith Kevin Ken YouTube channel. And this, my friends, is the knife that got away. Once you go playing with the Sages, you can play with all 4 of them. I can at least, and just have a ball. I was thinking, once I committed to a Sage and a Chaparral as the carry, then I had to go back in the box and look at this as a couple. It depends on what you like, folks. Do you like the titanium or do you like the carbon fiber? In fact, both of these are carbon fiber on top of G10. But there you have it. It has the same Sage. Now, for the Sage, of course, remember, all of the Sages celebrate a different lock. You see, this is not a frame lock. This Sage celebrates Michael Walker's liner lock. And that's why it's a liner lock. Other than that, all of the other things are the same. 3-inch blade. Oh, S30V steel. All of the Sages have S30V steel. Eric introduced Sage 5. Should be coming in 2016 this year. Sage 5. Oh man, it's going to be a classic. Carbon fiber on top of G10. And guess what lock? Spyderco's own in-house compression lock. The lock you find on the Paramilitary 2 and several other Spydercos. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. Told you it's going to be an epic year for Spyderco. I'm saving my money. I'm going to pick up every single one of them. I just love it. So Sage 5 is coming later in the year. These are the Sage 1 and the Chaparral 1. Exactly like I told you with the other ones. The exact same dimensions, except the Sage 1 is celebrating Michael Walker's liner lock. Sage 2, titanium Chris Reeves frame lock. And of course, all of the Chaparrals exactly the same. I should have brought out the Chaparral 2 since I have all three of them there. I just love this carry. It's a great Friday carry. Smallish for me, but man, just wonderful. All Spydercos. I almost didn't go all Spyderco on you because I know yesterday I talked about mostly Spyderco knives as well. I was going to pick and choose from the other ones, but you want to know what? Today's about me because it's Friday and I just wanted to do the carry I wanted to do. Hope you guys enjoy it. Two great series of knives. The Chaparral from Spyderco, the Sage series from Spyderco. I just love it, and you need to pick up a tag if you do keychain knives or want a little handy neck knife. Hey, you guys, thanks a lot for giving me so much of your time. You know, I hope you know how much I appreciate your time. And thanks for tuning into the channel. If you like this video, thumb it up. It really helps me. Actually, it keeps me going. And don't forget, subscribe, become a part of our group here. You know, this is not a review show. It's a show where we talk about the knives and appreciate the makers and appreciate the fact that we're fanatics. We got an illness. We do. I appreciate you guys. You have a perfect day. Perfect day. Keep your pockets full. Goodbye.